Hello and welcome back to Couch Surfing with Koi, the traveling podcast where the guests are whoever lets me sleep on their couch. And in today's episode, I'm in Brighton in the United Kingdom. And I'm joined by a Brit, by a streamer, by a Minecraft player, by one of my best friends, Tubbo. And if you don't know him, you're about to. I think this episode's a lot of fun. It's actually the first episode that I recorded with a guest, so it's really loose. It's really all over the place. I had no idea what I was doing, and I still don't. But in this episode, we talk about his time on the famous Minecraft roleplay server, the DreamSMP, back in 2020. We talk about his long stream that he did where he streamed 64 days nonstop, and I was actually a part of it, as well as so much more. I'm just going to let you listen to it now. Hope you enjoy, and sorry in advance for all the things we said. Also, I'm on my phone right now on voice memo, so sorry if the audio quality changes, but I left my mics at a future guest's house. So... Welcome. Thank you so much for showing up today.
Yeah, showing up today?
Yeah.
You're in my house, and you have been for the last 20 days. You've been in my house for 20 days.
Yeah, my life is kind of like sprawled out all over your living room right now.
Yeah, don't worry. But what I've got sprawled out is far worse. I've got look at the sink. I got half open cans of baked beans. I got dirty plates. There's definitely mold growing off whatever's in the sink.
How many pizza boxes are...
Dude, we're actually
up on top of
disgusting
each
for
other?
that. That's 5. Can I count?
Leaning
5?
Tower of Pizza. Zing.
Zing. Where
Guys.
are we? Italy? Wait, is that
Where
Italy?
are we? The top of the podcast charts.
Yeah, that Apple Podcasts. I mean, Joe Rogan. Is he number 1?
Joe?
No, he's not number 1 anymore.
Who is it?
Who someone dethroned him
Who was
recently.
it?
I don't know. But see, he was...
Talk Tua
was it Talk Tour?
with Haley Welch.
Did that dethrone Joe Rogan? I think he'll go back to being number 1, but I think for a little bit he wasn't number 1 for like the first time in ages.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's like an eclipse.
Yeah, I like, dude, I like how his head looks when he's talking. Have you ever noticed?
No, I don't usually look at him talking.
Have you never seen like his podcast clips?
No.
Your best friend Jimmy Donaldson was on there.
My dad was like, yeah, I like watching him.
That makes sense.
My dad's gonna watch this. So
what's wrong with me saying it makes sense that your dad would watch Joe Rogan?
There's nothing. I was just saying be careful with your next words because I know how you usually talk about my father.
What? That he's hot and sexy
Stop,
I'm yearning for him?
Okay,
No,
so I've been living here for 20 days now.
Yeah.
And I took a photo the other day of all of the chaos and I was like
of this room.
Yeah, of this room when like I had like air mattress down and like all of my clothes were drying and it's a very small. I've consumed everything but your bedroom and I'm working my way over there currently.
Stay out of my bedroom. It's my one piece. My one part of my day where I'm like, oh my God, I don't have to see Koi Pizza right now. Or no, but yeah, not see you as a person, see you as like a conglomeration of like stuff.
Right.
Because like you are everywhere. Like I look on my worktop, I see your headphones and your hat and your wallet and like multiple drinks. I look on the floor, I see all your clothes. I look in the hallway, I see your shoes. You're everywhere.
You look in my eyes, you see.
You look in your eyes, I see pain and yearning.
Stop looking.
Okay. Sorry, that was very tarot card reading of me.
That's okay. That was pretty good. I think you have a bright future in that.
Thank you.
What would I know? I'm not a tarot card reader.
Yeah.
You know, have you ever seen like on TikTok when they do the like people are predicting your future on a TikTok live and they'll be like, will he get back together with me? And then they'll be like, no, and then move on to the next person.
That's awesome.
In user 14362708 is like, yep, he's not getting back together with me. TikTok live.
Yeah, but to be honest, if you're getting like the answers to the life from TikTok live, you probably should consider anything else.
Yeah.
Maybe go on like a spiritual retreat in like the mountains.
Yeah, you seem to know a lot about spirituality.
Yeah, I'm really in tune with my spirituality, actually. I'm glad you brought this up.
Do you have moments where I had one of these the other day where you
your brain references something and it's like, oh, this is just like on TikTok, or this is just like in a movie, or this is just like on the phone. Like, I feel like the derealization has been hitting recently.
Really?
I feel like my brain specifically, I mean, you didn't get a phone till how old?
14.
Sorry, you had
What?
no friends. Sorry, you had no friends.
I was fine without him.
Oh, well, now I feel bad. You're supposed to be like, I had plenty of friends.
Oh, I had like maybe half of one. But I think
Explain
he
what
was friends
that
with me,
means.
but I didn't want to be friends with him.
Right.
Right.
Why didn't you want to be friends with them?
Oh, he was just the worst. He was...
What did he do?
No, he didn't do anything inherently bad. He would just like always grab me by the shoulders and be like, hello, it's so good to see you. Pat, 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 pat on my shoulders. And I'm like,
Does he know your name's Toby, not Pat? And why is he saying your name so many times?
no, that was my what's it called in the comic book? So it's like bang, pow.
Onomatopoeia.
That was my onomatopoeia. I have no idea what you just said to me.
Yeah,
I was just trying to recreate the sounds. Oh, did you mean onomatopoeia?
You got it.
I remembered what it was, and I
Yeah.
was like, I didn't hear what you said, but I was like, wait, this sounds similar to that word. And
I'm really
like,
proud
wait,
of you.
Thanks.
You don't look proud of yourself.
We're talking about words. How could I
Yeah.
possibly be proud of myself in this moment?
Can I tell the listeners or...
Yeah, go on, say.
So...
No, spit it out. Something I can't do.
He can't read.
Yeah, well, not very well.
No.
It's getting better as I'm getting older, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and honestly, Twitch chat is really helping me read.
Really?
Because they've got to the point now where they send longer messages and I've got to just like lock in for like maybe like a second or two to actually read it. And I'm like, wait, this is like reading time.
Sometimes you speak in emotes. Did you know you do that? You speak
Well,
in
yeah,
Twitch
it's
emotes?
because it's like 90% of the literature I consume. Like,
Right.
think about it. Like, if you spent like 2,000 hours over the course of 2 months where your only perception of the world was these little pictures with names, they'd probably worm their way in.
Yeah, I'll pick it up from you. I'll hit a little yippee every once in a while.
Yippee. I notice how we're very mirrored right now.
Are we?
Look, with like the knees pointing into the center.
Oh, you're right.
And
You're
like
right.
we've created like this like distance between us. I feel like this is like the distance that's been created from you staying with me for 20 days and like
Well, this is day in total.
yeah.
How many days have I stayed with you? Probably over 100. Is that
Oh,
true?
God, it is.
Is that true?
No, it is because
Okay.
yeah.
We met at Creator Clash,
Mhm.
which is well, we briefly met at VidCon.
I don't remember this
2022.
happening.
You don't, because I was a fan. We got a selfie. It was a huge deal. Well, I wasn't a fan. I don't want to say I was a fan, and then
And you slept on my sofa for 20 days?
I was a fan. I slept on a sofa for 20 days. I collected multiple things that I sold. Did you see
That's
them?
okay. Well, you didn't take my Lego, so we're chill. In the club, we are fam.
They're gonna like that one. TikTok's. Hey. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I got scared.
Wait, this
that we were
isn't
talking to
coming
TikTok.
out. By the time this comes out, in the club, we are fam is going to be so gone.
I think it's almost already gone. Wait, you know what's
No!
around to stay? This podcast is very demure. This podcast is very mindful, very demure.
What is this? Oh,
Oh,
God.
this podcast
Oh,
is so cutesy, so mindful, so very demure.
I hate this.
I think the apple is so demure because it's mindful, and I think that it's so cutesy demure. Trend.
Sweat tour.
Sweat tour, sweat tour, sweat tour.
Sweat tour.
Sweat.
I don't want to be here anymore, man.
Oh,
I feel like
Troy Sivan, you got to give Vinny Hacker that sweat tour.
Who's Vinny Hacker?
Vinny Hacker, you might know him from esports because he used to be famous for taking his shirt off on TikTok. Now he's famous for taking his shirt off on Instagram
Well, why would I know him from esports?
because he also does esports.
What esports?
Valorant?
What?
Valorant.
Which bit?
I don't know. That's the extent of what I know about esports.
Oh,
These men and their guns, these men and their virtual guns.
they're quite fun.
The only guns I'm interested in Vinny Hackers are his arms, wordplay.
So is he like a thirst trap YouTuber?
Yeah, not really a YouTuber. More of like he's always top of my Instagram feed, and I think that that's like an
Right.
algorithmic thing where they're like, oh, we know what he likes. We know what's gonna get him wanting more on this app.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I'll show you after the pod.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like, wait, also, why is it called the Sweat Tour?
Because they're all dancing.
It just gets really sweaty. That's really why they named it that.
I think so.
God,
I think
that's so grimy.
Yeah, but it's all of the most hygienic people you know because it's Charlie XCX fans.
Oh my God.
And queer people are notoriously known for their impeccable hygiene.
Yeah.
Maybe they can't. There's always these weird
Also,
rules
there's no
with
way
piercings.
you're allergic to water. There's just no way.
Who's allergic to water?
No, there's no way you can be allergic to water.
Wait,
Because you're 70% water, right?
Yeah, wait, what are you meaning by that?
I'm sorry, I met someone who was gay that told me they were allergic to water.
What?
Did I not tell you about this?
No. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Okay. I don't know. It was like, I think it was at some kind of event. I don't think it was a TwitchCon or a VidCon, but it was like another like community track event. It wasn't a viewer of mine. It was another creator. And they were like, yeah, I only like dry shampoo and like dry scrub, and they're like, when I use water, I like break out, and I'm like, he was like, I'm kind of allergic to water. I'm like,
What? I think that's called internalized hydrophobia.
or either that or they have rabies or something. Like that was crazy.
Stop. Can you go back to what I said when I said internalized hydrophobia?
What is that?
Because it's like a play. They got it. It's fine. We
They
can
got it.
move
Who's
on.
they?
I don't.
They them.
Oh, you know the theys are watching this.
Do you want to know something crazy that happened a couple nights ago, which John I did? I think you were out at the time, but it was crazy.
Okay.
So you remember when the whole gang was in office and we were chilling? We were having a little bit of an office get together, and the people were talking about their degrees, and unnamed person was like, yeah, I'm doing digital media. And Johnny just instantly turns around. He goes, oh my God, you must be so excited to be a barista. I know, right? And like, no. It's bad just saying it back. But what makes it even worse is that there was not a second. There was not a second he spent thinking about it.
He was waiting for that.
He was either waiting or he's just that quick.
Wow.
And the room drops silent, and in the background all you have is like stereotypical like club like like music on the speakers. The room is dropped silent. Everyone just goes like. It was awesome.
I love that, like, with no context, the fact that there's stereotypical club music in your office is like a normalized thing.
Well,
so you have the hobby of DJing. You love to DJ.
It's not really a hobby at this point. It's kind of an obsession. Like it doesn't feel good for me anymore.
Oh.
Because it is just like slowly ruining my hearing. And
Yeah, well, you're slowly increasing the volume more and more.
because my hearing's getting slowly worse and worse.
Oh no.
I know. So I think it's like,
You ever seen those ear cleaning videos on TikTok?
oh my God, I want that to like happen to like different bits of me.
Name 3.
Nostrils, ear holes, and maybe under nails.
Under nails. That was a good.
Under nails.
I
Yeah.
didn't expect that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, is this a bit graphic?
No, that one. I think that's beautiful. I think we need to normalize
Cleaning
whatever-
under your nails.
Yes.
Yes. People do need to normalize that, by the way. That's crazy.
Absolutely. Let's talk about how we met, shall we? Okay, so we went to Creator Clash. I got someone else's ticket because I didn't show up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I stole someone else's ticket.
I do remember that. Your ass was not meant to be in that building.
Not in many buildings that I'm in am I meant to be
No,
there.
it's crazy how, like, you get into places just without being invited, like, 90% of the time.
I've been hearing that all my life.
But no, but it's kind of true, though.
It is.
Because think about it.
Most of the rooms that I've gotten into is just, like, by chance or by, like, my own, like, scheming.
People got to start inviting you to Wait, is there a reason people don't invite you to things?
Okay, so we were talking about Creator Clash.
Yeah, and you were uninvited. And not invited, you snuck in.
Well, not really. I took someone else's pass, right?
Yeah.
And then we ended up sitting next to each other and we watched. Creator Clash is basically where content creators fight each other. They box
For charity.
for charity.
They make money.
And then we watched that together, and we just bonded over watching Jack Manifold beating
acquainted.
people up.
We weren't
Yeah.
friends yet. We were acquainted.
Oh.
I would say at that point we weren't friends because the night before, we didn't meet at the venue. We met crossing the zebra crossing. We crossed, and then you came up to me and said hi. And I was like, oh my gosh, hi, it's so good to see you. Because you know when someone talks to you, like they clearly know you.
Yeah.
And like you clearly know each other and you're already acquainted. And I just forgot that we ever met before.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And then from that, I was like, okay, well, this person seems chill. I guess I'll hang out with them at the venue tomorrow because otherwise it would just be me and my dad watching Jack Manifold get beaten up. And that person was you.
It was me. And then we hung out there. And then that night, there was a party. It's at Moist Critical's house. Can I name drop?
No, it wasn't at his house. It was at his compound. I want to call it a compound.
It was like a big warehouse would be a good term, right?
I think it's just his compound. It was just like
What's a compound mean?
compound.
I don't like that.
Like he has his storage. He has his offices.
He has
like his
militia.
staff. Oh, his militia. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were at Moist Critical's. That was crazy.
I peed in his front garden that night.
We peed together.
Oh my god, we crossed streams in his front garden.
First night of meeting.
Yeah.
Also in the bathroom. Do you remember who was in the bathroom with us?
Oh my god, James the Odd One's Out hugged me in the
Odd One's Out.
bathroom.
And then I remember there was a trash can in this bathroom and it was overflowing with paper towels. And I just looked at this trash can. I was like, that is a trash can looking trash can. Like I've not seen one that looked like an AI generated an AI generated trash can, or like what you would picture a trash can in. And I was like, wow, that's a trash can looking trash can. And I remember the Odd One's Out himself, childhood hero.
Yeah.
He puts his arm around me and he was like, yeah, that is a trash can looking trash can. I'll never forget it. It was a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful moment.
Dude, he told me in that same bathroom, he told me he loved the stuff I make. I'm not sure he knew who I was, but
Okay.
I appreciated it.
Whatever. Like, whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, we looked at a trash can together. And you're like, he actually told me
He actually
that. Like,
told me he loved the stuff I make. And I was like, wait, are you drunk or do you know me? Like, I'm like, wait, because that's the kind of thing I would say if
he
I was
probably
like,
got his twinks confused. He probably meant me. He probably was talking.
he probably meant you.
He probably watched.
I'm going to say, I don't think I am a twink. I think I'm over that. I think I'm over it. I think I'm ready to move on from this funny word.
Oh.
Let's go back to...
What do you want then?
No, I don't want twink. I want like something that feels not cringy. Twink feels too sexual. That's what I think. I think it feels too sexual. I think the F slur gets your point across better.
Yeah, I agree. Homophobes, if you're listening to this, take notes. We
No,
need to bring
but
back
like-
because the F slur has fallen off a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It has.
And now every single person that you know that was like, you know, trying to collect as many gay people as if they were different, you know, kinds of handbags back in high school. That was my case.
Sorry, what?
People there were certain types of people, usually the like quote unquote popular girls.
Yeah.
That would be friends with you, not to be your friend, but so that you could be more like an accessory for them. Yeah, that's like a thing that happens. But now these people have gotten a little bit too comfortable and they love to just be like, oh that twink and that thing, and use it in a little bit of a derogatory way. I think the
like
word's
it.
funny.
I don't like the word makes me cringe. It's like when, you know what it is? It's like, you know the reaction the word gives me?
What?
It's like when you watch someone like drop sauce off their spoon and it like lands on the table and then like they use their hands to scrape it off the table and put it in their mouth. That's how I feel when people say the word twink. That like same feeling I get.
I'm trying to imagine one scenario where someone has dropped sauce. I can imagine.
Sorry, it was the same person who said they're allergic to water.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes
no, it
sense.
wasn't.
What would you say? What would you say your love language is?
What is a love language?
It's like how do you like show your like affection or your care for the people around you? It can be like words of affirmation or like touch or like gift giving. Or
Probably just like putting up with them.
yours is being?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, no, to each their own.
Well, nah, because like, I don't know, love's a very strong word. I'd say there's not many people in this world I love.
Okay.
So all the rest of them, I don't really need to use a love language with them.
Love to you is tolerance.
No, love is so much stronger than that. But my friends, I do not do love language with them because that is too much of a strong language because love is too strong.
I kiss all your friends.
Yeah, I know. Stop doing that.
Oh, dating life.
Oh, dating life.
And that's all I have to say about that, because that's all there is.
I have Minecraft. Try that. I don't know why. I just don't know why you are the way you are, actually, now I think about it.
You've been to my home.
I have been to your home. It's massive.
Well, like, massive to a British person.
Massive to a... Oh my... You sound so out of touch right now.
I know. Well,
you sound...
in America, houses are so much bigger just generally.
You pay less rent than me, and your house is, I want to say, 8 times the size of mine, easily. If we're talking, like, ceiling height as well, there are areas in your flat, like... Not your abode. I don't even know what the hell to call it because it's that big. There's areas in your abode where like 4 of me could stand on top of each other and not hit the ceiling.
And that's not even taking into account the other properties.
Shut up. Are you being serious?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Dude, you think I have that kind of money?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of I don't know.
I don't know what kind of money I have either.
Yeah.
I try to really avoid my bank
I
account.
feel like
It really
you
scares
could
me.
be the kind of person to have like a secret alter ego on the internet where you're just absolutely loaded. Because you know what they say? Money talks, but wealth, it whispers.
All I do is talk.
Yeah.
But I can whisper if you want.
Wait, that's so weird. I feel like out of all my friends, you're most likely to have a secret second life.
Thank you.
It's okay. You're just so multifaceted.
I think I just have trouble getting close to people.
Yeah, you are avoidant.
Okay, let's pull out the
All
notes
right,
then.
back
We're
to the
talking
notes,
about my... Okay. Okay. Moist critical party.
Wait, did we even finish that?
No, not really.
Oh my
but
God.
We're doing the weave.
Okay. Wait,
This is a technique that I use. It's called the weave.
Have you seen... Okay, Moist Critical Pie, what happened? We crossed streams in his front garden. He drove past while we were pissing in his front garden.
Yeah, and I said...
And you waved. He did not wave back. I remember that, and I'm like, we're cooked. But then I was like, wait a minute. This is like the most chillest guy ever. I don't reckon we're cooked. I don't reckon he even gives a crap.
No,
he doesn't even give a crap enough to wave back. You know what I mean?
No. It's 4 a.m. and you have...
Oh, a flight to catch in an hour
You
and
have
a
a
half.
flight to catch in an hour and a half. I wasn't supposed to leave for another 2-3 days. But I didn't want to stay the extra time because that would have meant that I would have had to go out and get some kind of fancy outfit to go to this like red carpet with that was like this
I
like
remember
mid off.
that. I'm so glad I didn't go to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Those kinds of events can be the worst and best part of this job.
Red carpet events are odd. I've done a few. I just feel like everyone's just there for Getty images. And I'm like, this is so bizarre. Like, I don't even know what a Getty image is. What do you mean, Getty image?
It's because
Getty me image. I Getty want to get my image. Like, what is this?
They take image and you Getty image.
You Getty image.
You get the image. We take the image. You
get the image.
So you have a flight in a few hours, and then you're like, I had just gotten recently hired by, I don't know if we should say the name of the
Misfits.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's public.
That's where we're
Why does
going.
it not matter. Yeah, that's where we were going, is to Misfits in Tampa or Miami. Which one were we in? We were in Tampa.
We were in Tampa. I had a flight to Miami in an hour and a half. I was like, odds on you get on this flight? I'm like, we'll go 50-50. Why not? I was in my bullet era. Misfits just gave me the back. I'm like, we can go 50-50.
Yeah.
And I cash apped you the money. And oh my God, fun fact, you never got that money that I cash apped you. It's still sat in my cash app. And now cash app shut down in the UK. So like, I'm not even getting that money.
Who's getting that money?
Cash, I guess they just keep it now.
How am I
Yeah.
gonna pay for that flight?
Dude, there's just 210 quid just sat in my Cash App that I can't access.
Not quid, please.
Quid?
I need more quid.
Quid?
Quid.
Quid? You don't operate in quid. You operate in dollar.
So I get on this plane. Well, I have to go back, pack up my stuff, get an Uber, go on the plane. I just bought the ticket hours before. This was a very spontaneous decision. Me
Yeah.
showing up in places that I wasn't invited to yet again.
No, honestly, true. You keep doing that.
I have a way.
Oh my God, wait. And we landed. Oh my God, that's also when you saw me sat on the floor of the airport eating just sausage and bread. Just
Yeah.
sat on the floor.
Well, you were like kind of passed out.
I was sleepy. I was a sleepy guy.
You were like falling asleep into your sausage and bread. My grandpa
I did. I got it all in my nose, dude.
my grandpa,
Sorry.
he
yeah.
fought in the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Now he always just kind of like falls asleep randomly. And one time he fell asleep in a bowl of Fruit Loops. And if it were not for his wife to wake him up, he would have drowned in his Fruit Loops. So anyway, we get there at 10 a.m. We both haven't slept. I didn't sleep
Oh
because
my God,
the
are we
guy
still on this?
on
Are we still? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
we had to go to Miami Pride the next morning.
No, this is what I was going to say. No, we weren't just going to Miami Pride. We were going to Miami Pride to film the Misfits Pride scavenger hunt. And I was like, I have never... I know. And I was like, I've never like not wanted to film a video more in my life. I think
Yeah.
this video is like everything I hate about the internet in one thing.
You meant
like,
gay people when you said
No,
the
no,
internet.
no, not the Pride. Pride people are fine.
Yeah.
Wait, did I just say Pride people? What is wrong with me?
Pride people are fine.
No, I mean, is it just like the video though? Like the concept of the video of like running around Miami Pride, like looking for like a dog in a pride flag or like a lesbian wearing leather. I'm like, this is awful.
Yeah.
Like this is the worst thing I think I've ever. And you can tell if you go back and watch that video, you can tell I was only in it for like 20 seconds because I'm like, this is like against everything I want to create.
Yeah.
And then-
you'd like Kick. There's this website for people like you who are against stuff
But does
like
it
that.
not feel like very strange to go
No,
to Pride?
It was a
to
terrible
film-
video. It was
to
a
film
terrible
like a corporate
and,
video.
And sorry if that's defamation, but like you uploading that video was defamation.
It was just like I was just like, you could have done something so much cooler, and we're doing a Pride scavenger hunt.
Yeah, well, Miami Pride was probably the worst place to be after a Moist Critical party.
I was so tired.
We fell off so hard.
I remember just like I don't even remember what happened. I actually just do not remember this day at all.
Well, and that's that.
Yeah, so that's how we met.
So you were on something that everyone is talking about.
Yeah.
The DreamSMP.
Yeah, I
Does
did
that
do
ring a
that.
bell?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what was you had like an insane rise to fame. I wasn't around during this time. I was still growing in my lab where the industry
In your test tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the industry kept me until they were ready for me to show up uninvited. What was the like I mean, you've probably talked about this a lot. I don't know if you've been asked this, but like what was like the blow up like for that?
I don't really know.
Do you remember at all?
No, not really.
Right.
Like honestly not. I remember being like, "Oh wait. I now have all this money. I guess I'll give it to my parents." I'm like, "I'm not old enough for this. You can have that. I'll play Minecraft." Yeah.
You were averaging how many viewers from like what was the like numerical like peak? Like the spike you went from this to this in this amount of time.
I went from averaging 100 viewers to averaging 100,000 in about, I want to say 2 months.
Oh my gosh. And not to mention
My life's so much easier now.
not to mention not to mention peace and love to the rabid teenagers that will try to kill me depending on what I say or don't. But you had maybe that's sprung maybe one of the most insane fan bases that has existed in internet history.
Were they that bad? I don't remember them being that bad. Like, I was only on the positive side of it because all my friends were too preoccupied with the negative side. I'm like, you guys are not enjoying this. And then I would just only focus on, like, the good bit.
That's really good. I would not have been able to do that.
Why? All it is like, you know, thousands of people shedding their negative opinions on you. Why would you want to look at that?
But it got to, like, real life. It got to, like, a real life point.
What do you mean?
know?
You're on about doxing and swatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the issue is...
My duo.
my
Doxing and swatting.
OTP, doxing and swatting. No, my thing is with, like, doxing and stuff is, like, the DreamSMP community only ever dox people who look like they had shit to hide. So, like, my anti-doxing technique, which, by the way, worked fucking flawlessly, was just say absolutely everything on my own stream on my own terms.
And you still do that
and
to
I
this
still
day.
do that to this day. And I still don't have to put up with fucking doxing because they just so are uninterested because I've got nothing to hide. Honestly,
it's a very... What? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, honestly, I think it was the wisest decision I ever made. I just sat down with my parents and I was like, I'm going to say absolutely everything about me on the internet and ignore all of the privacy lessons from school because then they're not going to try and find out without me having a word. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they were like, you know what? Based son moment. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you,
Wow.
parents.
I mean, if my son gave me a bunch of money, I'd be like, yeah, say whatever you
Yeah,
want.
do whatever you want. This is your world, man.
Yeah, if people
No,
start showing
fair
up to our
enough.
houses, I mean, like, we got money
They
to
did
buy a
that
new
a
one.
couple times, but like it was never anything like that. Oh no, that was this one one really bad one I can't talk about because of there was this like incy bincy police incident, but it's fine.
Wait, I want to talk about because earlier I said that you had one of the most insane fan bases ever, which I think is true, but it's also because of how big it was and because you guys made something that had just never been made before during a time that had never really happened before in internet history, which is the pandemic. I mean, that if we have another pandemic, you guys will never stop seeing me everywhere. I will become the most famous person in the world.
Oh, well, I hope we don't have another pandemic.
I do.
100,000 of people died.
Okay, and hundreds of thousands of people were watching your stream.
Touche. If there is another pandemic...
What I was going to say, you had one of the most insane fan bases ever.
Oh,
I'm a big believer in let teenagers be teenagers and let them be weird and have their weird interests and do crazy things. So I want to like make it clear that I'm not like one of the people, because it becomes a trend. This happens every few years or just all the time where people are like, I'm 20 years old and I haven't I still haven't healed a younger version of myself, so I'm going to take it out on teenagers that are interested in something and being themselves, because I never could when I was a kid.
Well, what I'll say is teenagers can be weird.
They can.
But don't draw of other teenagers.
Yeah.
You know who this is at.
Sorry they did that.
Yeah. Dude, they gave me such a big dick, though, which is crazy. I actually was like, wait, is it meant to be that big? Why is that funny? Hey, this is my trauma we're diving into right now, and you're laughing.
I was thinking about something else.
No,
that was
apologize
funny.
right now or I'm leaving.
Sorry for saying that, for laughing.
Yeah. Okay. Do you mean that? I'm going to say it again, and if you laugh, I'm going to leave. Sorry, okay. I'm referencing a thing that they did on another podcast. But yeah, no. So they drew me like way hotter than I was, and I'm like, wait, goals. I said if you laugh, I'm going to leave.
You're funny. You're funny. So oh, I have a segment for you.
Oh, okay. I love segments.
So you have maybe some of the weakest pop culture knowledge of anyone that I've ever met. Sorry to say.
Wait, you just pulled out a massive pack of paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I thought we'd do a little game where I show you photos of 20 celebrities.
Okay.
You try to name as many as you can. If you get 10 right, I'll buy you a Lego set.
Any Lego set?
Any Lego set.
You have Lego money?
I am really hoping you don't get 10 right, is all I'll say.
Because I really want the Lego McLaren.
Oh, how much is it?
200 quid.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So all I have to do is get 10 and you'll buy me
10 correct.
Wait. Can it be any Lego set?
Yeah.
Any? Do you really mean any?
please be within reason.
But like, there's no way you mean any, because some are like collectible.
Yeah, but I'm saying within reason.
So in the Lego store in Brighton, any Lego set.
Yeah, but like
Any.
But if you point to one that's really, really expensive, I'm hoping that my eyes look sad enough that you'll show remorse in that moment.
Not if you're about to embarrass my celebrity knowledge. I'm not gonna have any remorse. I see the wicked look in your eye right now.
Okay.
So
I'm
I
gonna
only need
put
10
the
out of how many?
microphone- 10 out of 20.
Out of 20. Half right. I could so do that.
I need to put my microphone in
By
my
the
leg
way,
crease.
I have been following Pop Crave. So you
no.
better be scared.
Okay. Also, they actually printed double-sided, so sorry if this is scuffed.
That's okay.
Wait, let me look at Okay, ready?
Well, I'm glad you didn't waste paper.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay, I'm ready. That looks like probably Katniss Everdeen.
So that's Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Lady Gaga?
Chapel Roan.
Oh, god damn it. Jenna O. Adams.
Jenna Ortega, I'll take it.
Yes! Okay. I'd like to thank Beyonce.
That's Beyonce, yes.
Yeah. That's Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah.
How many do I have? Right.
I think that was 3.
That was 3. She looks so familiar.
We've watched some of her stuff together.
In Manic.
Yeah.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Okay. Abby Lee Miller?
Jennifer Coolidge.
Okay. Oh, Rihanna.
Yep.
Okay, that's he's in everything, isn't he? Oh, wait. Dude.
I'm gonna need an answer.
No, stop, because I had it. I actually had it. Okay, don't do any counting. Oh my god, Grown-Ups. Adam Sandler. Yep.
Oh, I'm getting nervous.
Are they a music artist?
I can't give hints.
You can't give hints. That was not in the rules before we started. How about, I don't know, Chloe Cloakwell?
So that is Tommy in It as a girl.
Oh, I made that up. Well, it's good thing that Chloe Cloakwell's a made-up person.
Okay.
Is she from iCarly? Don't look at me like that. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. I have no idea who this woman is.
You don't know?
Wait, let me
Do you want to
guess. Is it Gwyneth Paltrow?
That's Taylor Swift.
That's Taylor, okay. He's the Ant-Man.
Yes.
Andrew Garfield?
No,
No,
Paul Rudd.
okay. Oh, how many have I got? Am I doing...
I think you have 5.
Still 5.
I think so. I believe.
Am I being
that's right.
scammed right now?
I don't know.
Bill Nye,
Yep.
Jojo Siwa,
Yep.
Dan and Phil.
Yep.
Ready or not, here I come. Oh my god, what's her name? Da ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da da ba ba. Is it Addison Rae?
It's Bridget Mindler.
Oh, Wayne Rooney. Sorry,
Nick Jonas.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, there's a few more.
Oh my god. Her from TV Slop. I can't remember her name. Is it oh god. She likes Jesus. She's got the cross. So she's either Kim Kardashian or Jennifer Lawrence, right? Right?
I'm gonna need an answer.
I think Kim Kardashian's religious.
That's Kim Kardashian.
Is that Kim Kardashian? Oh my god. Oh, he's the Magnum Dong guy. Isn't he? Right?
know.
I dropped my monster condom for my Magnum Dong. I don't know. He looks kind of like Bernie Sanders. I don't know. All old men look the same.
That was Danny DeVito.
Oh, I have a cardboard cut of him in my office. Girl, who is this?
RuPaul.
Oh, we're back to Bill Nye.
Oh, wait. I think you were at like 8 or 9.
No, do a count. I feel like it's got to be 10.
I'll do a count. Listen,
Are you being,
if we
I
find
felt
out
like
it's
I got 10.
if we find out it's 10, me
I
and my
got
team,
Kim Kardashian.
my team, you did get you did better than I thought you would. I tried to make it
They were hard,
I tried
man.
to not really, but I tried to make it like achievable for you. And I think I did a good job of balancing it.
Yeah, I
That
got
was
3
good.
in a row at one point.
Yeah, that was good.
I only knew Dan and Phil because those are the ones that you said that everyone's obsessed with.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
And also Cat is.
Yes, cat ears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got it. Look at you.
Hi, this is me from the future. I watched it back, and he did get 10 right if you count Jenna Adams. So I did end up having to buy him Legos, and if you want to see the vlog where I buy him Legos, it's on my Patreon. Please check out my Patreon. It helps support the podcast and the channel and my financially irresponsible purchases. Thanks. Patreon.com/koipiso. Okay, back to the episode.
You actually scared of me.
When did I say I was scared of you?
Just before you started recording, you went, "Is this going okay?" And I went,
Did I say that?
I went, "When did you get so scared of me? Are you actually scared of me?"
You're making up fake conversations.
Maybe I am.
I just asked you if you wanted water, and if
Oh, well,
and
I
if
thought that's because you were scared of me. I thought it was scared water.
Scared water.
Scared
No,
water.
you're thinking of your
By the way,
hydrophobic
I
friend
have a Lego set here that
Yeah.
I'm going to build. I just
that I
thought
bought for you anyways because I'm such a kind friend.
No,
You
I
bought that
bought
last
this. I
time-
bought this with my old money last time you were here a
Yep.
year ago.
Speaking of last time I was here, not the one a year ago.
Oh.
Last time I was here, I was on a. You were doing the Tubathon, which is a stream
Mhm.
where every sub. Can you say it in your streamer voice?
Oh,
He's
Oh.
yawning.
no, sorry. Every time someone subscribes to the broadcast, it adds a minute to the clock.
You said it in the voice of the person on the BBC
Oh.
who covered you on the news.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, that happened.
I figured I'd casually throw that in
yeah,
there for you. Yeah.
when I was live on BBC Sussex News,
When you
yeah.
were live, it was Tubathon 3, the third year that you've done a stream where
Yep.
every single time that someone subscribes, which if you're not someone who's on Twitch, good for you. You might have something going for you in your life.
You literally hate my job and like my platform and like the only way my job exists is like having people on the platform.
No,
and
you're right.
you every single bit of content you'll make is like, oh my god, it's lucky you don't use Twitch. It's lucky that you don't watch streamers. And I'm just here just like, mate, I actively pinned your last like upload in my chat. I'm like, okay. So I'm glad good to know that like we both like really like respect what each other make and build. Yeah, so are we done?
No. I kind of feel like you kind of feel done. This kind of feels like a fight.
Yeah, I think we're fighting. Because you just suddenly got so scared of me and I don't know what happened.
I'm not scared of you. I was just trying to make a little joke, and then suddenly it's like,
No,
I
it was
disapprove
probably the
of your
most
entire
evil
career.
joke you could ever make.
Okay, I won't make jokes about Twitch anymore.
Yeah, because it's just like, I
But
get
I
it.
will. It's so easy. I made them when I was a streamer though. That's the problem. Anyway,
No, it's
He has-
fine. Keep defending yourself.
he has a
Whatever.
stream-
Whatever.
I will. I'll defend myself to the day I die. You did a stream where every single time someone subscribed, it added a minute to the stream. Subs on Twitch are like $4.99. They're $5.99 now.
Wait, was it a minute? No, I don't think it was a minute.
How many?
I think it
long
was 30 seconds.
No, it was after a certain amount of time.
No, I
At
think
like
it
day
was
like
always
45 or something.
I
you
think it
switched to
was
30
always 30 seconds.
regardless,
Was it really a sub a minute?
I think so.
I don't think it
your
was.
stream, dude.
I know, but like, you think I remember? I was live for 46 days.
You were live
64 days.
65
Oh God!
So you
oh
streamed-
God! The world's closing in. It's over.
You
it's
streamed
over.
64 days of your life
Yeah, I'll do it again.
next year.
I'm only doing 30 next year.
You're only doing 30
I'm
next
only
year?
doing 30.
Does everyone know that?
Maybe.
Okay.
They do now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I got here. What day did I get here?
You got here on day 33.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I got here expecting, for some reason, and I know, like,
April 3rd. That's when you got here.
I expected it to be over. Like, I expected it to go to maybe day 45 or something. Ended up going 64 days. 64. I was living here, as I most often am, and everything was being streamed for like 30 something days. Like, that was crazy. That was like, that was a cool. I felt like I felt like a
Truman Showy.
I felt like I was in some kind of experiment. My 20th birthday was streamed in a gay club. If you want to know what I did for my 20th birthday, go check it out. It exists on the internet now.
Wait, that's so epic. I can't believe they. You know, you're not allowed to film in there, right? And they just let us in.
Yeah.
How'd we do that?
The Tubathon
worked like miracles.
The Tubathon stopped for no one.
It's like the people who worked in the club had the stream up as well,
Right.
Which was crazy.
That was awesome.
Did we ever talk about that? How they were watching your 20th birthday?
I didn't know that.
Did you not?
The people in the club were watching my 20th birthday.
No, the
stream?
people that worked there, like people at the bar and security and stuff. It was crazy.
Wow.
I know.
That's cool.
They were really looking. I got so messed up that night.
Yeah.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah, the only memory that I have of my 20th birthday
God.
is through clips.
No, I know. And I watched them back the morning after. I was like, what did we do last night?
Yeah. And
No, wait,
when you watch them
sang-
back the morning after, you watch them back on stream. That's the problem with drinking on stream is the next day you have to wake up and confront your demons in front of everyone.
Hey, they were there for it. They may as well see the aftermath.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Everyone has to be like, oh, they're gonna hate themselves.
Like,
when they
everyone
wake up.
wants to see what the terrain looks like after an explosion goes off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Classic rubbernecking.
Yeah, so that was insane. And it was good for me though, because I just needed to get away. I was in like a soul searching kind of time in my life for that 2 months that I was here. I was in the UK for like 2-ish months.
Mm-hmm.
I had things were not going well for me in my life.
Were they not? I don't remember how bad things were going for
Well,
you.
I couldn't talk about it. We spent the first 30 days.
That's not true. We talked sometimes when I snuck out before I like went to bed.
You'd
and I
sneak
was
out
like,
and then
"Hi."
we'd be like, I'd be like, here are the 6 things you're doing that are pissing me off. Is there anything that I need to know before you go back on there?
Yeah, and no, you often came up to me. No, and one time Danny came up to me because I was being such a bitch, and she was like, yeah, you're pissing Koi off, and you're pissing me off. You're being such a bitch. But I understand, but Koi doesn't understand. Yeah.
Well, it's hard because we were good friends, and then like you get back here, and it's like everything.
Still going. Let's keep this party going, but for days.
Yeah, but for the stream is, it was just insane.
It was like, I don't even know how to ever top that in my career, to be honest. I think that might be the coolest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, you could start like a Minecraft roleplay server.
I'm okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
Why don't you start?
You know what?
Minecraft
I'll handle the pandemic. You handle the server. Let's
Mate,
run it.
You're already spreading a pandemic. It's okay.
Through your friend group.
Through my friend group, spreading like syphilis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys,
Oh.
be ready for the Koi Piso strand of the syphilis pandemic.
I'm tired of all these content creators being like, spread kindness, spread kindness.
Spread syphilis.
Literally.
Amen. You hear that, man upstairs? And also, Koi's dad that's watching this.
Dad, I don't have syphilis.
He probably doesn't. I mean, I don't know.
If I
haven't
did,
seen him
I
piss in
want
a
to tell
cup.
you about it. Dad, I'm going to be honest. If I had syphilis, you would be the last to know.
Honestly, Koi's dad, if I had syphilis, I'd tell you. I'm not ashamed like
Well,
he
you'd
is.
have to.
I'd have to. No. Oh, he's never gonna look at me the same. He's gonna like text you a photo of him like listening to this on the car of like the console with the title of the video up. He's gonna be driving down like the wonderful like small town roads of the cornfields. He's gonna hear that. He's gonna go, huh? And then he's gonna swerve into oncoming traffic. Look, side note. I feel like if I had syphilis, I'd tell my dad because I'd be scared. Sorry. I feel like I'd probably also tell my mum. And then also probably joke about it with my sisters as well. I think that's funny. I think it's funny. After I tell my mum and dad and I'm no longer scared, then I'll joke about it with the fam. Because in the club, we out fam. What is syphilis?
No one knows. It's like
It's just like Blue Lobster waffle. Help. What? Sorry, which one is it? It's an American thing.
Blue Lobster waffle.
No, I was thinking of Red Lobster and Blue Waffle.
Oh.
Is that not an American thing?
Red Lobster is an American thing. I think Blue Waffle means something that's not good. I don't remember that.
No. Blue Waffle is the American made-up STI, no? Am I crazy? Yeah. Like something they said in like school. You're the American.
I didn't.
Help me.
That sexual health class did not have anything to do with me when I was in middle school.
What?
It was like, because it was geared around the fact that like
It was
in
sexual
relation.
health. That's so strange.
And it was just like a day or two where someone came into your class whose like job is to tell kids what sex is.
How do you get that gig? That's awful.
I don't know. I think maybe you get like a digital media degree.
It's got to be some kind of like court-ordered community service. Like, let's be serious.
Yeah. Well, no, but like
Did you just say you get a digital media degree?
Yeah.
You're awful.
Yeah, well, it didn't pertain to me. It was all in like relationship to how men are to women, I think a lot of the time.
Really? You didn't do both?
They separate the men and the women and then they have separate classes for them.
Oh, well, ours was just everyone.
Yeah, ours wasn't the most that I know about sexual health I learned from Sex Education on Netflix. And also
that is so sad.
And also unmoderated internet access.
Oh.
I love the Midwest.
Well, instead of
More
sex
people should
ed,
live there.
I did extra English because I was dyslexic, but they still filled us in on the bullet
That
points.
feels wrong. You did extra English because they should just be like.
They need to get the grade average up, man, somehow.
Oh, that's fair.
Takes me a little bit longer to grasp articles. No, you know what? I think partly in secondary school, I deliberately acted dumber so I could be in bottom set English because I was like a god to them. While they were trying to figure out like capital letters and full stops and commas, I was like, I could do this in my sleep because they were trying to figure out like, they weren't dyslexic. They were actually just very dumb. And like, I have good up here.
You're smart.
It doesn't come out.
Yeah.
And like in bottom set English, I literally felt like an overlord.
I have good up here. It just doesn't come out. Yeah. Oh, we see.
Oh, yeah. I made a bet with my English teacher that by the end of my time at the school, she bet I wouldn't get to top set by the end of the time in the school, which is also a fucked up thing for a teacher to bet. And I went, joke's on you, I will. And then I started sweating and I got to top set English in 2 years. No, because listen.
It sounds like you got played by your teacher.
Wait, I got played?
Yeah.
Really?
She hustled you to top set and you didn't even know.
Oh my God, she totally played my ass.
She was like, this kid is intentionally in bottom set and I know exactly how to get him up.
Oh my God, she played my ass. Nah, because I got to top set in like 2 years. No.
And thanks to who?
Wait. This bitch. Oh my God. Wait, she played me. Like a fiddle. Like a fucking fiddle.
Yeah.
And I sung like a songbird.
Like an intentionally out of tune fiddle. She said, you'll never be in tune.
And then I went, I can touch my strings. I hate being on your podcast. This is just like when we did the Patreon episode. Speaking of Patreon,
I have a Patreon. Go check out my Patreon. There will be bonus content and stuff that maybe gets cut out of this episode for time and stuff. It'll be awesome. You'll love it. I promise. I want you on my Patreon.
Dude, he just wants you like he wants the entirety of my friend groups. Get away from him.
Okay,
Get away from him.
That's just not true. That's just not true. There aren't many people that I don't want, except your friend group is full of them.
Honestly, that means I got a good crowd. People that wouldn't sleep with you are green flags.
Okay, well, I have something else that I wrote down, but like I don't really know if it's anything, and we're kind of getting short on time. I just wanted to talk about that one time that you came to North Carolina for like 2 days, and when we got there, they were digging MrBeast out of the ground after 7 days of him being buried alive, and then we went back to his house and hung out with him, and then we all watched 9/11 video essays on the TV.
Yeah, that did happen.
But that's just like not.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah,
Just
no,
whatever.
he came out, he smelt when he came out that hole.
He did.
You could like, there was like a,
You could smell it when he came out that hole.
He did though. Like he scrabbled out of the dirt hole and then like was like got by the paramedics and then just kind of like.
Do you remember the paramedics being like, he might just die?
He might just have a stroke. He's been lying down for 7 days.
He's been lying down for 7 days. That when he stands up, is something about like blood clots in his legs.
Yeah, blood clots in his legs travel to the heart and brain and cause a stroke.
They were scared that he was just gonna stand up and die.
Yeah, but like, let's be real. They weren't really.
No.
To be fair, they did have a defibrillator though. But I'm like, what's that going to do against the stroke? That's the brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They look like the real deal.
Yeah. They were fooling us.
Yeah, no, he came out the hole. He did smell a little bit, but he was chill. I don't know. I don't really know him. I watched him watch 9/11 video conspiracy videos.
And we were trying to talk to each other quietly, and he shushed us. And then I looked over
and then we
I was
tried
like,
to get him
I
to
was like,
say the
"Who's
F
shushing
slur.
us?"
That was awesome.
Yeah, we did try very hard.
We did. We walked up to him and we were like, you can say it. We won't tell anyone. And it was like, you could see his lips quivering with anticipation. Go on, Jimmy, say it.
I just remember the 9/11 video essay being turned on the TV, and then like we're trying to whisper to each other, and I just hear shh, shh, and I look over, and it's Jimmy has just shushed us, and he's like practically drooling, just entranced, finding
Yeah.
out that Building 7 exists.
No, I told him that. That was me. That was my knowledge. I added to the. He shushed us, and he was watching 9/11, and I was telling him about during 9/11 there was a building called Building 7 which collapsed. At the same time as the towers, and they used Building 7 as a basis for a lot of conspiracy theories. And he was like, there was a third, and I was like, this is awesome.
Wow.
I'm
7,
like-
8, 9, 11.
Write that down. Write that down. No, I actually don't know enough about 9/11, but I'm not American.
Okay. So what's next for you? What are you working on? What are you excited about?
I'm in kind of a mac and cheese mood, so that's probably immediately next. That would go so hard, right?
Yeah. But can we talk about what
the
projects?
hell do
What
you
are you
have
excited
against
about right
hummus?
now? What are your projects?
The macaroni and cheese I was gonna eat until you.
but like you've done like your whole thing. You had the tubathon. You had the Tubnet. We've left out all of that. There's just no time.
I think we
I'm gonna have to
talk
come
too
back.
much.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to come back and sleep on your couch again.
You fucking freeloader, stay away from me.
I guess you're just gonna have to be the first returning episode.
No.
Dang it. Well, also I'm gonna have to come back for Lizzie anyway. LD Shadow Lady for those who aren't familiar.
Yeah, you know in the DreamSMP it's canonical that she like died after season 1 and I ate her in the woods.
You ate her in the woods.
I ate her in the woods to sustain myself.
She's
Yeah.
dead.
In Rats, yeah,
She's not in
dead.
season 2.
She's not. She's dead.
This is like terrible news. Wait, so what's next for you? Future projects? What are you excited about right
I
now?
don't really. Well, I'm doing my first like club night, which we're planning in December.
Yeah, you're DJing.
Yeah.
You're very excited about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna blow up the spot once again.
Yeah.
Basically, there's this bar called Bootlegger in Brighton where we all go to get drinks. Well, everyone. Okay, I'm not gonna show everyone that can afford to does because they're ridiculously expensive.
Ridiculously yummy though.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's where they get you.
Yeah.
It doesn't even taste like alcohol at that point. It tastes like a dessert in a drink.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so that's like our spot, and every single time I do like any kind of drinking event or like party event, I invite everyone there, like from the chat. I just blow up the spot for a few months and we
Yeah.
go like somewhere else.
Well, we've really talked.
Yeah, I'm so drained.
I am too. I'm pretty done. I
Oh,
mean, I have
God,
other
I'm
things I
so
really would love to
finished.
get
I'm so
to you,
finished.
get with you,
But
but I
let's
just don't. The one thing I will ask, I have a playlist for this podcast. It'll be linked somewhere. You'll be able to find it. And I have everyone who's a guest on this podcast add one song to the playlist. So you get to add one song, any song that you want to the playlist, as well as I'm going to add a song.
Oh, wait, let me think.
I need to pull up my Spotify.
Let me think. Wait, this is big. You sprung this on me. Oh my God, no, I got it.
Yeah?
Bring It All Back by S Club 7.
Bring It All Back. S Club 7 is good. I
yeah,
like that choice.
I thought that's very me. It's
Yeah.
Don't stop.
You
Never
showed me S
give
Club.
up. Hold your hands high and reach the top. Let the world see what you have got. Bring it all back to bring it all back. Now dream.
You showed
of
me that
falling
song.
in
That's
love.
good.
Anything you've been thinking of. Let the world see what you have got. Bring it all back to bring it all back. Now, na 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 na.
All right. You're gonna
Yeah.
pull something.
Okay. You're gonna pull.
Okay, my recommendation of the week is gonna be Last Minute by Kitty. I'm just obsessed with that song always, and I need it to be on the playlist. So, anything you want to plug?
No, not really.
Twitch.tv/Tubbo.
Wait, that's
live
literally
most days.
me.
He's live most days at 6 p.m. BST, 1 p.m.
Yeah.
EST.
Maybe I'll start only streaming 4 days a week. Nah, you got me.
Well, thanks for being on the pod.
Thanks for having me. I'm very honored to be surfing on couches.
Well, that's me. I'm doing that.
Oh, I'm
Don't-
very honored to be the couch you're surfing.
You got it there.
Thanks for surfing me.
Thanks for being surfed.
Chill later.